fruits of the world. Fascinating stories behind your favorites. Apple. The apple stands as one of the most recognized fruits across the globe, especially in temperate regions. Though we enjoy crisp, sweet varieties today, its origins trace back to the wild forests of Central Asia, in the mountains of Kazakhstan and the Caucasus. The wild apple, Malus sieversii, still grows there. Alexander the Great's soldiers carried apples westward, and the Romans later spread improved cultivars across Europe. Over centuries of careful selection, farmers transformed tiny tart fruits into the thousands of varieties we know now, each suited to different climates, cuisines, and tastes. From the tart Granny Smith to the honeyed Honeycrisp, modern apples are the result of millennia of human patience. Mango, revered as the king of fruits in South Asia. The mango holds national fruit status in India, Pakistan, and the Philippines. Native to the Himalayan foothills, mango cultivation dates back over 4,000 years. Ancient Buddhist texts mention lush mango groves as ideal places for meditation, and legend says the Buddha himself was born beneath a mango tree. India alone grows hundreds of varieties, from the buttery Alfonso to the fragrant Kaiser. Portuguese explorers carried mangoes across oceans to Africa and the Americas in the 16th century. Today, flavors range from rich and creamy to bright and tangy, with some varieties tasting almost like pineapple or coconut. Pomegranate. One of humanity's oldest cultivated fruits, pomegranates were grown in the region of modern Iran and Afghanistan as early as 5,000 years ago. Ancient Persians, Egyptians, and Greeks prized them. In Jewish tradition, the fruit symbolizes righteousness, seeds traditionally said to number 613, matching the commandments in the Torah. Buddhists count it among the three blessed fruits, and medieval Christian artists used it to represent resurrection and church unity. Nutritionally, pomegranates burst with antioxidants that support heart health and reduce inflammation. The jewel-like arils make every bite a tiny explosion of sweet tart flavor. Pineapple. Originating in South America, pineapples earned their name from early European explorers who thought they resembled pine cones. In 17th and 18th century Europe, a single pineapple was an extravagant luxury costing thousands of dollars in today's money. Wealthy hosts rented them for parties as status symbols, sometimes displaying the same fruit until it rotted. Pineapples contain bromelain, a powerful enzyme that breaks down proteins, explaining the tingling sensation on your tongue after eating fresh slices. Today they thrive in tropical regions worldwide and remain symbols of hospitality. Kiwi. Though named after New Zealand's national bird, the kiwi actually originated in China, where it was called the Chinese gooseberry. New Zealand farmers imported seeds in the early 20th century, bred the fuzzy brown variety we know, and rebranded it for marketing success. Kiwis are technically berries. Their bright green or golden flesh hides tiny black seeds and delivers more vitamin C than oranges. The enzyme actinine aids protein digestion, making kiwi a natural tenderizer and gut-friendly snack. Golden varieties offer smoother skin and sweeter taste, while red-fleshed types remain rare treasures. Orange. The common sweet orange is a human creation, a hybrid of pomelo and mandarin developed in ancient China. Its name traveled from Sanskrit naranga through Persian, Arabic, and French before reaching English. Interestingly, the color orange entered the English language only after the fruit became popular. Navel oranges. the most common eating variety, are all clones of a single mutant tree discovered in Brazil in the 1800s. Every navel orange you eat is genetically identical to that original tree, propagated through grafting. Lemon. Lemons likely originated as a hybrid in northeastern India or nearby regions. In 1747, Scottish naval surgeon James Lind conducted one of history's first controlled clinical trials, proving citrus fruits could prevent and cure scurvy, the disease that once killed more sailors than combat. Lemons also served as invisible ink in ancient Rome and Egypt. The writing appears when heated. Lemon trees are remarkable. They produce fruit year-round and rarely go fully dormant, making them incredibly productive. Dates. The date palm has been cultivated in the Middle East for roughly 7,000 years, making dates among the oldest farmed fruits. The tree appeared on ancient coins and in religious texts as a symbol of prosperity and victory. A single mature palm can yield hundreds of pounds of fruit annually for over a century. Dates are energy powerhouses. Dried ones can contain over 80% sugar. The luxurious medjool variety offers large caramel-like flesh that sustained desert travelers for millennia. Figs. Figs may be the oldest cultivated crop in history, with evidence of farming in the Jordan Valley dating back 11,400 years, predating wheat and barley. Botanically, a fig is not a true fruit but an inverted flower structure called a syconium. The crunchy seeds inside are actually tiny flowers. Most commercial figs are self-pollinating and wasp-free, though the wild pollination story involves a tiny fig wasp that completes its life cycle inside the fruit. Figs were vital to early Mediterranean and Middle Eastern diets. Dragon fruit, also known as pitaya. This striking fruit grows on a climbing cactus native to Central and South America. French colonizers brought it to Southeast Asia in the 1800s, and Vietnam now dominates global production. Its vibrant magenta or white flesh dotted with black seeds makes it a favorite in smoothies and Instagram bowls. Mildly sweet, with a texture like kiwi, dragon fruit is refreshing and packed with antioxidants and fiber. Buddha's hand. This bizarre citrus looks like a hand with outstretched fingers. Native to Asia, it symbolizes good fortune and longevity in Buddhist and Chinese culture. Unlike other citrus, it has no juice, pulp, or seeds, only fragrant zest used for flavoring and perfume. People place whole fruits in rooms as natural air fresheners or offer them as auspicious gifts. Guava, native to the Caribbean, Central America, and Mexico. Guava spread globally via Spanish and Portuguese traders. The entire fruit is edible, including the rind. Guavas deliver more vitamin C than oranges, more lycopene than tomatoes, and more potassium than bananas. In Brazil, guava paste, paired with cheese, creates the beloved dessert Romeo and Juliet. Durian. Southeast Asia's controversial king of fruits is famous for its intense aroma band in many hotels and public transport across Singapore and beyond. Under its spiky husk lie creamy, custard-like segments with complex flavors often described as sweet onion, caramel, and garlic. Premium varieties, like Musang King, command luxury prices. Durian appears in everything from sticky rice desserts to ice cream and even savory dishes. Grape. Grapes have shaped civilizations around the Mediterranean for thousands of years. Table grapes are bred for crunch and size, while wine grapes emphasize flavor, concentration, and tannins. Over 10,000 varieties exist, though only a handful dominate commerce. Raisins are simply dried grapes whose sugars become intensely concentrated. In Japan, luxury greenhouse-grown grapes like Ruby Roman sell for hundreds of dollars per bunch. Banana, the Cavendish banana that dominates world trade, cannot reproduce by seed-all plants, are clones. This genetic uniformity makes the crop vulnerable, as seen when the Gros Michel variety was wiped out by disease in the mid-20th century. Wild bananas contained large, hard seeds. Botanically, bananas are berries, and there are over 1,000 varieties worldwide. Peach, in Chinese culture. Peaches symbolize immortality and long life. They traveled the Silk Road from China to Persia and beyond. The fuzz helps regulate moisture and deter insects. Nectarines are simply fuzzless peaches caused by a single genetic mutation. White peaches taste sweeter because they contain less acid than yellow varieties. Mangosteen, called the queen of fruits. Mangosteen features juicy white segments inside a thick purple rind. Its delicate, sweet tart flavor is legendary. Queen Victoria reportedly offered rewards for fresh supplies. The trees grow slowly, which kept them rare outside Asia for centuries. Starfruit, also known as carambola. Starfruit is entirely edible and slices into perfect five-pointed stars. Its flavor ranges from tart to mildly sweet, depending on ripeness. While safe for most people, it contains a neurotoxin that individuals with kidney disease must avoid. Jackfruit, the world's largest tree-borne fruit, can weigh over 100 pounds. Native to South Asia, it grows directly from the trunk. Young jackfruit has a neutral, fibrous texture, perfect for vegan pulled pork. Ripe jackfruit tastes like a tropical blend of pineapple, mango, and banana. One tree can produce up to 200 fruits per year. Tomato, botanically a berry, and thus a fruit. The tomato was legally declared a vegetable by the U.S. Supreme Court in 1893 for tariff reasons. Native to the Andes, it faced suspicion in Europe because of its nightshade family ties. Italians embraced it enthusiastically, transforming their cuisine forever. Today, over 10,000 varieties exist in every color imaginable. These stories remind us that every fruit at the market carries centuries of human history, exploration, science, and culture. The next time you bite into an apple, mango, or even a humble tomato, you're tasting the legacy of farmers, traders, and dreamers who shaped our world one delicious variety at a time.